All right, so it's been about 4 months since the New Balance Fresh Foam X More V6 came out, and a couple things changed since that release. One, the price point, it jumped from 155 to 160, unfortunately, given the rise in some costs and stuff in the economy. That is just the downside of it. But I will say it is still like probably $30 to $40 cheaper than its competition, and you get probably more in this than you do in some of the other models still. So I really do feel like this is one of the best max cushion sneakers that we've seen this year, and I wanted to give you guys kind of some updates after wearing these for the last 3 or 4 months. This video is sponsored by New Balance, but they don't dictate anything I say in the video. This is just my idea for a video that I thought would be fun to cover a model that I really like. If you guys want to show support, all you have to do is use the links in the description if you guys are actually interested in buying the product. Also, just a heads up, I will be doing a top 10 most comfortable sneakers of 2025 video, like my final list. So make sure you subscribe and check back for that video, because that's always a fun one every single year to do. But here we have the More V6. Fresh Foam X in the midsole is absolutely insane. And you can see this is a previous model that I have sitting out here, which is also very good. Drastically different in looks than the V5, but just an incredibly comfortable pair of sneakers for the price point at even 160. So 155 was the original price, 160 is the price now. Other pairs on the market are 165 to 180, even upwards of $200 in the max cushion like sort of realm. But I still think that this is my favorite out of all of them. And that's not just sponsorship. Like if there was no sponsorship at all, like I would still have this weighing in at the same position that they weigh in, because they just are that good. And I just wanted to call out, I saw a lot of the comments for the V5 and the V6s when I do these videos, and I absolutely love it when you guys leave comments like, I got the the V6s because you recommended the V5s. I fell in love with that model and now I want to try out the new one. It is really cool to be able to see those comments and knowing that like I'm sharing this like shared passion of like comfortable sneakers with you guys. And it's a very honest review, even though I do see some comments here and there like like sponsorships and blah blah blah. But when the sponsorships go away in 2026, and some of them are going away, just know that the content is going to stay the same, because I really do like the products that I like, and New Balance has been on the forefront of that for 5 or 6 years now, so I don't see that changing. And this model in particular is the biggest max cushion stack for the Fresh Foam line that we've seen. Now the 1080 V14 line is one of my favorites as well, and that one is a little bit more expensive. However, the 1080 V15s are coming out in January, and I will be doing a review of those as well. And I want to see what this new foam is like, because it is replacing the Fresh Foam X in the 1080 V15s. They come out in the beginning of January. I'll link them in the description if you guys are interested in bookmarking it as well, because I am buying a pair for sure as soon as they drop. But the reason why I bring it up is because I'm wondering if they're going to be extending that foam to this model as well going forward. Will we have a More V7 with a different foam? Anyway, some information about the More V6 that you should know. One, they come in a standard width as well as a wide and an extra wide all the way to 4E. So wide feet gang, rejoice. If you're looking for the max cushion stack, that is very comfortable, and even up to 4E width, this is going to be the goated one. So I did vacation with these as well. I took them to Vegas actually. I went to Complex Con, and I didn't wear them during the event, but I wore them literally every time outside of the event. So they were my my casino walkers and whatnot. But they're so crazy comfortable though. Also, something to note is this midsole stack height is insane. So the cushioning, it says soft, it says support is neutral. So these weigh about 10.8 ounces. And the heel toe drop is the significant one. It's only a 4 heel toe drop. So you have a huge amount of cushion in the forefoot. You have a huge amount of cushion in the heel. Sometimes you'll have a lot more cushioning in the heel and less in the forefoot. So that forefoot goodness, like you don't really get. And I feel like the More line has really changed the game with like how we see the heel toe drop. Like it really makes it so good when you're running around. And so again, I wear these out running with the dogs, and it's like not like any rigorous activity, but they get me out there and I run around in these things. And the heel strike is very cushioned, but more importantly for me, the push off of my forefoot is very well cushioned as well. And so I kind of launch off of the forefoot when I'm running at least, or walking around quickly. And I definitely notice a difference when I'm wearing something like this that has a lot of cushioning versus something that has very minimal cushioning. If I run for longer distances, for me personally, I get like a lot of pain in my shins. And I don't know necessarily why, but I definitely notice the tension and the spiky feeling in my shins when I'm running in something that is lower cushion stack. Versus when I wear the More V6s, I feel a lot of cushioning still in the forefoot. So it just gives me that extra comfort sometimes that I need when I'm running around. So yes, it's a pair that you can run in obviously very comfortably. It's not your snappy runner. If you're looking for a snappy runner, they have the fuel cell line for those people that are interested. Like the Rebel V5s are amazing. And they also obviously have the Elite series as well for the really snappy runners out there. But for like max cushion, like just cushioning, and feeling that pillowy soft goodness underneath your foot, these are amazingly good. The traction on the bottom is actually really good as well. They have extra reinforced traction on the heel, and then you have a couple different sections in the forefoot. The high traffic areas have a lot of rubber in it, and something I appreciate running around in these. Also wanted to call the stability. I know when you have a max cushion stack like this, stability is the first concern because you're thinking you're going to roll an ankle if the cushion stack is too high. But honestly, because of the width of the shoe being so incredibly wide, you just kind of squeeze down and squish into the corner, and you don't roll out and snap it. It just kind of rolls into it a little bit and compresses, but it doesn't feel like you're going to just go like that and just snap or anything like that. It really does a great job on balancing the width of the shoe and also that squishiness to be able to absorb the roll as you're walking around. And I wear my laces fairly loose and I still don't have a problem. One other thing I love about this shoe is that you have a gusseted tongue. I mean, it's gusseted from here down, and the fact that it's gusseted, it just makes it so the tongue stays into place and it doesn't flop left to right too much. And the tongue has a nice amount of padding as well. It's not overly thick, not overly thin, as well as the heel cushioning and stuff. It's a nice amount of cushioning, but not just crazy amounts. And then also you do have some fused layers for the laces and also the heel. Now, some of the cons of the shoe, in my opinion, I would say I do wish that they had some reinforcement across the toe guard of the shoe. They have this little like bit underneath the mesh, but I wish there was some sort of fused layer over top. It does lose its shape a little bit. I have like divots in mine around the toe box area. So I wish that was a little bit firmer or just something that was like reinforced over top. It would make it a little bit better. Also, I do wish they had like a waterproof version of this. Obviously, that'd be awesome. If anything, hopefully we'll see a 1080 waterproof pair eventually. It's been something I've been asking for years now. Hopefully they actually start making them because we have an 880, which is okay, but I would love to see a 1080 or even a more in like a waterproof setting. I do wish the shoes were just a tad bit more breathable as well, but again, I mean, it is what it is. It's a max cushion pair. It's not made to go fast, and usually their faster shoes are a lot more breathable. And I guess the only other potential con would be the max amount of cushioning in here, which is kind of silly to say, but some people won't want this type of cushioning or this much cushioning in their daily walking shoes. It could be just too much for you. I like to use this as kind of like a recovery-ish sort of shoe, or, you know, I'm feeling like I need some extra cushioning under my foot for that day, and I'll wear something like this. I don't wear them every single day just because I have so many pairs of sneakers out there, and sometimes I like to go low profile, and sometimes I like to go max cushion. So having the versatility is nice if you have the ability to have that versatility, but if you don't and you only want a one-stop shop, then this might not be the option for you because the cushioning might just be too big for just the average daily usage. It's not that I don't think you can use these daily, I just don't know if it's going to be something that you would like to do or not because, again, the cushioning is just so massive. Anyways, after a couple months, I would say that overall these things are just as good as they were day one. I wear these next to some other competition out there, and I'm like still like, okay, these really are comfortable. They really have more squishy feel in the forefoot, more squishy feel in the heel. The cushioning is just all around superior to even like $200 pairs that are on the market. So they really did a great job in developing this model. I know it's not the best looking model just because it's so darn chunky, but I like the fact that it's chunky. It beats a lot of the competition out there. And some of the sneakers that are good, you know, are like $150 price range. And those are really comfortable shoes. And there's some really comfortable options out there as well. But these ones at $160 is just a huge gap in comfort difference. Like, it's just insanely different. Much better in my opinion. But anyway, leave a comment in the comment section. What do you guys think about the More V6? If you guys tried them or not, leave your guys' comments. Let me know what you guys like or disliked about them. If you guys bought a pair of them. But I do appreciate y'all for stopping in and watching. Again, link in the description if you guys are interested in purchasing these or if you're interested in bookmarking the 1080 V15s. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Have a good rest of the day. Hopefully see you guys back on the channel for some more content. All right, peace guys.